Scoop. FBI's Dan Bonino clashes with AG Bondi over handling of Epstein files.
Bonino and Cash, you have a duty to let people know what the is going on. We don't care what Trump's telling you. We don't care what Bondi's telling you. You're in a position right now to fix what's going on in the country. The only thing that's going to restore the possibility that this country is going to become great is going to be transparency about the fact of, is our government and our key officials, including media officials and important figures in Hollywood and all these different power structures, being blackmailed to deliver a message to the American people. Mm-hmm. That is a fundamental truth that we are going to have to know for sure. Is our country based on blackmail? Is our country based on child trafficking? At the core of who the you two are as men, you owe it to tell the truth. What is up, guys? It's Andy Frisella, and this is the show for the realists. Say goodbye to the lies, the fakeness, and delusions of modern society, and welcome to reality. Guys, it's Saturday. That means we have a special Andy and DJ Cruise, and that's what we're going to do. We figured, we skimped you guys on a couple episodes the last few weeks, and we had the opportunity to drive an extra one in there. That's what we're going to do. Mm-hmm. Drive it in there.
Put it right up in there.
Right in your guts.
Yep.
Yeah. What? What's up, man?
I'm not going to lie. I got a shit.
What?
Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah, you just mentioned guts and like something just moved in there. I'll be all right.
Maybe it's PTSD from having your shit rearranged, back in your old job. What?
I don't recall. Don't recall.
Well, that's why it's suppressed.
Is that what it is? Oh, it's inherent.
Yeah. Anyway, there's a fee for the show. Mm-hmm. Every show, we get someone that's like, I got ads on YouTube. Hey, those aren't our ads, homie. Mm-hmm. That's not us running.
You would know if we had ads.
Yeah, that's right. We should just start making ads.
Hennessy, best cognac.
Shh. Hush. Anyway, just don't be a hoe.
Share the show, guys.
All right. What's up, man?
Newports.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Yeah. Yep. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
We got there's some stuff to talk about.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. We had to come in and there's stuff happening. We got to report it.
Yeah. I mean, we
don't do ads on the show, but if we did, it would be for this amazing blue Raz.
Taste test it.
You know what? I'm not a blue person.
I know. Taste test.
I know. Well, that's what I asked these guys right before the show. I said, hey, how's the blue? Because I don't drink. I didn't grow up in the blue era. You guys all grew up with like Barney and fucking Super Power Rangers or whatever and shit.
What's wrong with Barney?
I'm just saying Joe and I didn't grow up in that era.
You had Teletubbies?
That's right. We have Snoop Dogg. we had Tupac. Like, bro.
So you didn't have no kid shows?
Huh? Yeah, but it was like G.I. Joe, bro, and they killed each other in the cartoons.
Yeah. No, bro, you watched, what's the name? Won't You Be My Neighbor? What's his name?
Mr. Rogers?
Yeah, you watched Mr. Rogers.
Oh, yeah, everybody watched Mr. Rogers.
All right. So, I mean, same.
Dude, that's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad.
That's not my favorite, but it ain't terrible.
Pretty good.
That old blue one that we had was nasty.
Oh.
I don't know how you all drank that shit. You know what the worst one was? That cherry lime.
Really?
See, yes, everybody knows that.
No, but the data didn't support that.
Cherry lime?
Yeah.
The data is wrong.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Data's racist.
Yeah,
it's manipulative. Yeah.
I learned that from you.
No, I know. I forgot that that was, yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, what's going on?
Good. That is good.
It's good. It's good.
I just didn't grow up with the blue drinks, bro. Yeah. Like, Gatorade was yellow and orange and red. There was no blue. Blue came later. I think blue came when Powerade came.
I got a conspiracy on that. Because now we got blue drinks. We also have blue hair dye and all the other
blue
problems,
balls.
All the other problems of the world.
Yeah.
Came with the blue.
What are you
S.
laughing at over there, Zishan? Hey, man. Happy birthday.
Just because it's 7-Eleven, not my birthday.
It's a national holiday for you guys today. 7-Eleven.
You straight to jail.
Oh man!
All right.
Well, yeah. Let's do some stuff, man. I wanted to bring something up. I love taking your opinion. You know, this is a cultural show. You know, we talk about setting societal standards here. We go out to dinner often, right?
Date night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm glad that we always have been pretty much the same when it comes to this idea of tipping your servers, right,
Yeah.
and your wait staff.
Yeah.
And
listen, there's some golden rules about tipping, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
All right,
for sure.
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah, and so there's this new thing that's happening right now. You know, Trump passed no taxes on tips and stuff like that. So we'll see what that does. But this is different. Okay, this headline: Restaurant surcharge stirs up controversy. Business owners should be embarrassed. So apparently there's a new trend happening in the restaurant world right now. Let's dive into this a little bit. Below the total was a disclaimer from the unnamed restaurant saying living wage fee of 18% added to each dine-in check. This fee goes directly to staff payroll and provides a living wage to our team. The notice also said that any tips given would be pooled and distributed among the entire team. So this is something that's happened. This guy went to this restaurant. He ordered like a burger and some stuff, and then it was like one burger was like $13, the other one was like $14 or whatever. But the total was like $40 because they charged.
The burgers were $14.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what it costs a burger right now at a restaurant?
Yeah, it's about that. Yeah.
Joe. Does that not sound absurd?
I know why.
You know why? Because it should be $5. No, that's not why. I'm fat too. We're all a bunch of fat here. If you don't like it, you. Anyway, no, I'm asking Joe because he's the only one that's in my age range in the room, and he realized he remembers what shit costs what it's supposed to cost. Bro, you used to be able to get a McDonald's cheeseburger 55 cents, bro.
Yes, that's crazy.
You used to be able to get a taco at Taco Bell for 80 cents.
That's wild.
Yeah, for real. Remember that? Bro, you used to go to Taco... Listen, dude. I used to go to Taco Bell. Let me tell you what I got. I got a Mexican pizza.
Okay.
All right?
Those are good.
Mexican pizza's the shit, bro. I can't eat Taco Bell anymore. Like, I had to quit it like people quit drugs. Like, no, I'm serious. Total abstinence.
Yeah, withdrawals.
No, because if I have it once, I'll eat it 17 times in the next 12 days. It's a food addiction, bro. I have it real bad.
That good.
I think it is. Oh. But
Mexican pizza,
2 double-decker tacos, 2 chili cheese burritos, and a large soda, an extra large soda.
That sounds like a hurricane in your guts.
It was amazing. Fire sauce. So, like, dude, we're talking like $6, $7. You know what I'm saying? Now it's probably like $18.
You can't even get one of those in $6 now.
Really?
I think so.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy.
It's like an average.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild.
We were feasting. Anyway.
But yeah, so I mean,
back to the subject.
Yeah, to this tipping thing though, right? So now restaurants are adding. It's not even optional, right? And I know some restaurants they do like automatic gratuity if there's like if it's a large party or something like that, table of black people, whatever. Huh?
What?
So I get that. I understand that. Okay, but just putting it on there for these living wages. What's your take on that?
So this is just like so let me get this straight. So you have the check, then there's another 18%, we call it 20% for living wage, then tip
and tip.
So this is the restaurant's way of getting around the tax on the 18% or 20% living wage.
That's what it sounds like.
Yeah, look, dude. First of all, there's a lot of things here. If you're running a restaurant so poorly that that's how you have to like make it work, you should just start over. Okay. The restaurant business is very difficult, but the reason it's very difficult is because the people who open them are just people that think, they sit around. We've all heard the conversations, right? People sit around, they have drinks. They're like, dude, I could open a restaurant. It could do this. It could do that. It could do this. Or a bar, right? We should open a bar. And so I have this saying in business, it's drunks opening a bar, all right? And the reason that 9 out of 10 restaurants fail isn't because restaurants are this extremely hard business. It's because the people that open them because they think because they like to eat, they can run a restaurant, or they like to drink.
They know good food.
They could have a bar. Yeah, bro. And it's a business. It's a business. This is why a lot of lawyers go out of business. This is why doctors have problems running their offices, because they don't understand that business itself is a skill. Okay. Now, what do I think about this? I think that if you're charging 18% on top of your food, and that's how you're making your living wage, you probably suck at running a restaurant. Now, how am I going to perceive that as a customer? I think that's what you're asking. I'm probably not going to like it.
Yeah. That's what a lot of people are saying.
Yeah. I'll
never go to that restaurant again.
Yeah. It feels greedy.
Yeah.
And I would feel better if they just charge an extra 20%. Like if you just charge an extra 18% on your prices, because dude, it comes down to customer behavior, right? Like what's the customer used to? And anytime you change the protocol of customer behavior that is conditioned for them, it creates rub, which creates, problems.
Yeah.
Okay. It's a harder time to convert them. So if this guy was intelligent, instead of doing it that way, you would just put 18% on across the board on your shit and be like, we had a price increase, which everybody would be like, well, shit, everybody's getting more expensive.
Yeah.
That's what it is. And you'd have nobody talking about it.
I think too, the whole point, correct me if I'm wrong, but I look at this like, fuck, if the service and the food was so good, people wouldn't have a problem tipping. People wouldn't have a problem.
But that living wage is probably going to, now I could be mistaken here because if that living wage is going to the restaurant, it sounds like they're trying to get a tip to go to the restaurant so they can avoid paying taxes on it. And then there's a tip on top of it.
Yeah, and that's distributed.
Is that what you're saying?
That's what it appears to be.
Okay.
That's what it appears to be.
Yeah, that's a stupid move because people's already conditioned behavior when it comes to a restaurant. It makes them pay attention. How you would do it you would put an 18% price increase and then like you're saying, deliver great food and great service. And then people want to tip more.
Won't have a problem.
I mean, look, I come from an era where you tipped according to the service that you got. If it's sad because now it's like, if you just get everything the way it was supposed to be, it's considered great service.
Yeah.
And that truly, I think, happened during COVID, where everybody stopped caring about shit. And so the good news is like when you go to a really good place that has great service, it really stands out. When you go to Twisted Tree, it stands out. When you go to Louis, it stands out. You know what I'm saying? You go to Bartolino's, it stands out. There's some other places too, but like it's rare.
Yeah. And
yeah, I'm with you, bro. Like I like to tip big. Like I hope that people take care of me and I enjoy tipping a lot of times, dude, I'm tipping, 100% on the meal, because I've been blessed and I've worked hard and I know what it's like to wait tables and, that could mean a big difference for somebody if they're working hard.
For sure.
And bro, waiting tables is hard and being a bartender is hard. People say, oh, this is no hard. No, have you ever done it? It's hard. You've got to run around like crazy. It's hectic. A lot of people don't appreciate you. A lot of people
are assholes.
Yeah, a lot of people take it as the opportunity to kind of like posture like you're the help. And like I've never been comfortable in those situations. Like I don't know. Like I'm not that kind of a person.
No, that's
like
right.
I like dude, I don't even like people carrying my bags. Like I wasn't raised that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I'm if the shit's how it's supposed to be and it's over the top, I will tip very well. Unfortunately, from their perspective, not everybody does that. There's a lot of people that don't tip. There's a lot of people that will tip. You know, you could kick ass and bro, they won't tip shit.
Oh yeah.
You know, so I don't know enough where culture is right now on that to know like if that's required. You know what I mean? Maybe things are so tight right now that people aren't tipping at all. I don't know, but I know this. If they didn't want people to get pissed about it, they would do it the way I said.
That's real.
What do you think?
Yeah, no, I think a couple things need to happen here. I think people going to restaurants should stop being assholes. I think we should, be reasonable, right? For sure. And I think people that are also, in the waiting industry, serving and stuff like that. Again, we're in a day and age where it doesn't take much to really stand out and be exceptional in that position. You're automatically going to get tipped.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like
maybe
more often than not, I would say. You know what I'm saying? And if that's a problem, you need to go to a better restaurant then, because that restaurant just has shitty people coming to it.
I know lots of high-end restaurants that have trouble getting people to work there at their level, and the wait staff at those restaurants make a lot of money.
A lot of money, bro. I forget I forget the name of the restaurant. It's a local one, but like they were, I forget who I was talking to. Oh yeah, I used to serve there. I was making like on a good night, I could make $400 or $500.
Yeah,
I'm like, that's fucking insane. But again, like the service is exceptional, and like you know what I'm saying, like there's an understanding here, Yeah, so I don't know. I don't personally like being forced to do tips and stuff like that.
I don't like it either.
No.
I don't like how everything now is like a tip thing.
Yeah.
Like, come on, dude. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get these iPads shoved in your face everywhere you go.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, dude, what are we doing here?
It's like, no.
See, I got no shame, bro. Like, if I don't think it's something that should be tipped for, I will hit no.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will. Yeah.
What is your policy when you're picking up food to go?
Do you tip on to-go orders?
Huh?
Is that what you're asking?
Yes, that's what
Man, you know what?
Because even that's a thing now.
I will tip less. I will tip a small tip if I'm picking it up to go and they like bring it out to the car.
Yeah.
I will tip for that, but I won't tip. That's a different tip than if you're sitting at dinner for an hour or 2 hours.
Correct.
Yeah.
So
Because Starbucks does that. If you're going through the drive-thru to pick up a drink, you have to go through that screen if you have to choose yes or no or how much to tip before you pick your drink up.
yeah.
And there is a lot of conversation online about it, whether you should do it or not.
Well, yeah, because dude, if you have to tip before and you say no, maybe they spit in your shit.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't trust it.
Yeah.
I don't trust
Listen,
it.
bro, this is what I was going to say. There's a couple golden rules about restaurants. You never fuck with your people that handle your food. Never, bro.
Yeah.
Ever. They will spit in your shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't give a fuck if it's Michelin 50-star restaurant, bro. They'll serve you some gourmet spit. All right? like, okay. Secondly, tip people that work hard well. That's the proper thing to do. They're working hard. It's the right thing to do if you can afford to do it. It's just right. You shouldn't go to dinner if you can't afford to tip right.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think. Number 3, one thing that you should all know is that when you go to dinner with someone, I watch everyone I go to dinner with, and I always watch how they treat the waitstaff.
Oh, that's a tip.
Yeah, and so
This is gold.
yeah, dude. Like if someone treats the waitstaff poorly when I'm to dinner, I won't do business with them. So keep in mind when you go to business dinners, they're probably evaluating how you treat the waitstaff.
Mm-hmm.
You're actually hitting on a good point. There's a very famous quote, and I'm rephrasing it. When you want to judge someone's character, see how they treat someone who can do nothing for them.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're hitting right on that.
But listen, I've been in situations like, and you know me as well, bro. It's like I will tip even if the service was bad, simply because again, like you're my food, like
Yeah, you're gonna come back.
I'm not gonna complain. I think
it depends too. I think it depends on if you're coming back or not.
Yeah.
You know what
like
I'm
if
saying?
you want to come back, yeah.
No, I'm saying like if I'm out of town and I get shitty shit, I might be like,
Right.
because I ain't coming back.
You'll never see me again.
But if it's like a place I go to all the time,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, hey, just so you guys know, this was a little off, but I got you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's all good.
Yeah.
Bro, first of all, how many times have you had a bad day? How many times have you f***ed something up?
Yeah.
How many times has somebody else messed something up that you had to do? Like, bro, we all need to have a little grace in these situations.
Yeah. That's real, man. Guys, tell us in the comments what you guys think. What's your tip, golden rule? Give me the golden tip.
Yeah, the golden tip. That's why your guts are fucked up.
Guys, let's get into our cruise, man. Let's start knocking these headlines out. Start talking about the talks of today. Remember, if you want to see any of these pictures, articles, links, videos, go to andyfrisella.com. You guys can find them all linked there for you. With that being said, headline number 1. Let's go to DC. Some interesting.
Again.
Yeah, again. I mean, listen, things happen, man. They're moving quick.
Yeah.
They are moving quick. But I thought it was interesting. So right now, as it currently stands, President Trump, he's him and the First Lady, they are in Texas, going over and looking at all of the damage and meeting with volunteers and rescuers down in Kerrville, Texas, with those fatal floods that happened. They just got down there today. So far, I think the current death toll is like 120 right now. Like, I mean, it's insane. Very, very terrible shit.
Did you see the picture of that pickup truck buried in the gravel bar?
No.
Oh, my God.
It's bad.
Bro, all that was sticking up was like a little bit, like the truck was completely buried. Like all that was sticking up was like a couple tires.
Shit, man. It's bad, dude. It's bad.
120 people.
More than 120 people.
Fuck.
And still, I mean,
and then we got people on the
missing.
line on the internet cheering for it.
Yeah.
Which is disgusting.
It's sick. But what's that age-old saying? It's like when mom and dad's away, the kids come and play, right? Because people are losing their minds in D.C. right now.
Are they?
A lot of stuff, weird stuff happening. But I thought this was interesting. Trump posted this, or the White House.
I saw that.
This. You see this?
Yeah, I did not like that. I don't like that.
Like, bro, that's
like this. What we're looking at here is a picture of Trump dressed as Superman.
It looks like a CTI poster.
Yes, I like it when we do it.
Yeah, it's better when we do it.
It is better when we do it. We're also not president of the United States, but if we were, we'd probably still do it. Yeah. But I don't like when he does it. Dude, I saw this shit, and you know what it reminded me?
What is this, man?
Bro, it says symbol of hope, truth, justice, and the American way, Superman Trump.
First of all, that's copyright.
Hold on.
You're gonna get sued.
Hold on. I don't like this shit.
No.
Okay? And here's why. That reminds me of some North Korean propaganda bullshit. All right? Like, oh, here's this fucking hero, Kim Jong-un, or whatever, bro. It reminds me of all of this communist shit. All right? Like, yeah, we do it to joke around. We run a fucking podcast. We're not running the country. And like this idolatry of, like, that's not what our country's about, dude. No. Our country's about service to the people. It's not about taking the leader and glorifying him to be some sort of fucking character, man.
Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think every time their staff does some shit like this, it completely makes everybody go, dude, this guy literally thinks he's the king of the United States. And like, dude, you know, Trump is a polarizing dude already. If he was smart, he would realize, man, everybody thinks I'm an egomaniac, and, you know, maybe I am, but maybe I should tone it down a little bit to bring unity and bring the focus back to the people and not put it on myself. And like, dude, I think these moves like this, because this happens, different ways of this happen all the time. I just think this is,
yeah.
I think it's a stupid strategic move. I think it looks bad. I don't like it. And dude, even me, someone who has, been, I would say, a fair supporter of Trump, I just call it how I see it.
Right.
But at the end of the day, like, this shit makes me wonder, like, fuck, dude, like, who the fuck does this guy really think he is?
Well, here's my take on this too, though.
And why isn't that poster a picture of the people? Why isn't that poster a picture of the fucking workers down in Texas right now? You know, like, if you really want to be a leader, bro, celebrate the people you're leading. You don't celebrate yourself.
Yeah. Well, and here's my counter to this, okay? People might not agree with me. It's fine. But we also know how things can happen in business and companies and in political offices where not everything will get approved under that, certified stamp of approval. And sometimes little, staffers.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So like,
I can tell you this, bro. Okay, if that was my staff, what would happen?
You're getting fired.
Yeah.
Somebody is getting fired.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, because we see, like, bro, these people.
There's a time. Listen, bro. There is a fucking time and place for funny shit.
Yeah, right.
And you have to know when it is.
Right.
Okay. Like, for example, our CTI posters are clearly satire shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they're funny. They, but like, bro, if
very realistic.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like we are that cool.
Yeah, right.
Obviously,
we have those uniforms, yes. Those outfits.
Those uniforms are.
They're real. That's a real picture, actually.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah. The other ones are what you're talking about.
That's from the history books when we actually were pirates. So, but the thing, yeah, back in the day.
When we built this country.
Yeah. When who built this country? Who? Who built it?
Yeah, right.
Let's have that discussion.
Oh, just go ahead.
Yeah. So
we digress.
Yeah. So anyway, that's a historical picture.
Yeah.
Okay, from the history books. This is some made up bullshit. Mm-hmm. Look, man, here's the bottom line. I don't think good leaders take care of the people and then are celebrated as a good leader by the people.
Mm-hmm. You got to celebrate yourself.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I personally don't vibe with this shit at all. And I think it discounts everything the tries to do. Mm-hmm. I think this is what people say when they say, oh, if you like Trump, you're in a fucking cult.
This is what they use as evidence.
Yes. And I think it's very fucking, and I think it's stupid. I think they should stop this shit. And I think they should get back to, like, if you, okay, you can very, listen, mother, you can very clearly see they're trying to, be like, yeah, Trump. If you want people to be like, yeah, Trump, then celebrate the people, bro. Do some shit for the fucking people. Mm-hmm. Show you out with the people in Texas, helping them, maybe serving some waters, maybe, like getting your hands a little dirty. Mm-hmm. Like, and then people will say, hey, this dude actually gives a
right.
And by the way, actually do it. Don't just do it for the photo op. Mm-hmm. Like, if you want to lead. That's all I'm saying.
That's real, bro. That's fucking real, man. It's off color. It's not tasteful. It's kind of lame.
I think it's super lame.
And if you guys need some help, White House, if you guys need some help on making some CTI, posters.
No, they need some brand help, bro. But I have this feeling that it's not. I have a feeling that, like, you say, oh, that's some intern. I know.
You think? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he's named every property he's ever had after himself.
Yeah, that's true.
And then he says, I'm a branding genius. I don't know, man.
That's real. Well,
listen, the guy's worth like $3 billion. It's hard to argue with someone who has billions of dollars mm-hmm. and convince them that whatever they're doing is wrong.
Right,
yeah. Like, that's a hard thing to do.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
That's real. But yes, I saw this. But so Trump's out of town. Okay, and while he's out, there are some things that are happening and getting pretty heated in DC. So let's talk about it. This first piece that I thought was very interesting that just came out. We have to go. This is an agency called Wired. Okay, I think we may have talked about a couple of their headlines before on CTI, but they just came out with this new report. That says metadata shows the FBI's raw Jeffrey Epstein prison video was likely modified. Now, we talked about that minute missing, right? They go deep. Let's dive into this a little bit. The United States Department of Justice this week released nearly 11 hours of what it described as, quote, full raw surveillance footage from a camera positioned near Jeffrey Epstein's prison cell the night before he was found dead. The release was intended to address conspiracy theories about Epstein's apparent suicide in federal custody. But instead of putting those suspicions to rest, it may fuel them further. Metadata embedded in the video and analyzed by Wired and independent video forensic experts shows that rather than being a direct export from the prison's surveillance system, the footage was modified, likely using the professional editing tool Adobe Premiere Pro. The file appears to have been assembled from at least 2 sourced clips, saved multiple times, exported, and then uploaded to the DOJ's website where it's presented as raw footage. Experts caution that it's unclear what exactly was changed and that metadata does not provide deceptive manipulation. The video may have simply been processed for public release using available software with no modifications beyond stitching together 2 clips. But the absence of a clear explanation for the processing of the file using professional editing software complicates the Justice Department's narrative. In a case already clouded by suspicion, the ambiguity surrounding how the file was processed is likely to provide fresh fodder for conspiracy theories. They're saying that the raw file shows clear signs of having been processed using an Adobe product, most likely Premiere, based on the metadata that specifically references file extensions used by the video editing software. According to experts, Adobe software, including Premiere and Photoshop, leave traces in exported files, often embedding metadata that logs which assets were used and what actions were taken during editing. In this case, the metadata indicated that the file was saved at least 4 times over a 23-minute span on May 23rd, 2025, by a Windows user account called MJCole1. The metadata does not show whether the footage was modified before each time it was saved. So that comes out. Okay. Now, immediately when this is released, phones are going crazy. Headlines are going wild because now we have this reporting. This was initially done by Axios. This headline reads, Scoop. FBI's Dan Bonino clashes with AG Bondi over handling of Epstein files. Now, like always, we try to tell you guys on the show all the time, right? Like, we don't know what's happening. You guys don't know what's happening. Nobody on this planet that is
intellectually honest.
Nobody's been intellectually honest.
No, there aren't. There's a lot of people that, listen, you want to know why the country can't unite? Because we got people that think they're so sure about what's actually going on that they're willing to, call anybody who questions anything. 4 years ago, these same were yelling at us about COVID, saying and now all of a sudden they open their eyes to some of the corruption, and then they're like, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Bro, you yelling are the same people that were yelling people with the masks on.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And just because you're a little bit awake now, when everybody else, not everybody else, but a few of us have been out here battling our balls off, by the way, for you, for free, all right? Now you know a couple things, and then you're trying to attack everybody that doesn't agree with your thing. Okay.
To make you feel emotional.
Get the fuck out of here. This is the reason you probably got the vaccine running through your blood. I'm being serious. Like, dude.
No, that's my point. Like, dude, nobody knows. None of us know. We don't know.
The polarization and the certainty of people. Like, look, man. I know when you first start figuring shit out, it's like, oh man, fuck, dude. And then you become like, you think you know everything. All right?
Because now you're leading those family table conversations.
Yes.
And you're arguing now at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Good job.
Good job.
Yeah.
But that doesn't mean that the people who have been in the game much longer than you maybe don't see something different than you, just like they saw something different than you last year and the year before and the year before.
The whole reason you're seeing shit different.
So let's shut the up.
It's real.
Yeah, I mean, dude, look, the lack of critical thinking and intellectual honesty is what's creating a lot of the divide in the country. Nobody's able to say, it could be this and this and this. If you say it could be this and this and this, all of a sudden you're not loyal to Trump, or you're protecting a pedophile.
Right.
Or you don't know. None of us know. Okay? And you could say, oh, well, he's owned by this or did this or that or this. Look, man, you have no idea yet because there's been no definitive evidence yet. And there's so much turmoil happening. Just like I said yesterday.
That's exactly what we said.
I said, this is not surface level shit.
No.
And then the next day you got Bonino coming out saying, I'll done with this shit.
We might be resigning.
Yeah.
Bro. Like everybody's talking about, CNN's talking about, everybody's calling, like it's a big deal. So why? Now this is where this is where these conversations, this is where discussions happen, right? It's like we take what we do know and we can, draw some conclusions, sure.
Yeah.
We can, do some deductive reasoning, sure. And, again, not to toot our own horns here, but we've been doing this for a minute. Haven't been wrong on much. And Andy, you do great at seeing down the line. So that's what we're going to do. That's what we've always done.
Listen, dude, if I was cocky, I'd say, just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
Just wait.
If see, the other thing is, I don't have a problem saying I'm wrong after I know that I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure I've been right about almost everything. We'll see.
And we shall see, man. Because here's the other thing that I hate too. Like, because again, people are in a state where they're just they want somebody to validate them.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yes.
So they don't give a fuck where it comes from, who's saying it, as long as it validates their current
correct
feeling.
It's confirmation bias plus groupthink.
Yeah.
Plus, this cancel culture mentality of this or that. It's all of those things culminating into one thing. That's what it is.
And it's sickening. And part of the, the problem is
it's not conducive to problem solving at all.
At all. And part of the issue is you have people that come out who want to be first, who want to be right, who, I have the inside information according to a source they don't name.
Most of these people that say that are on the payroll as propaganda pieces for one party or the other.
Exactly. And so you again, we don't know.
No, dude, it's called narrative shaping.
Yeah.
Okay. Like that is a technique. Whether it's left or right. Okay. They use influencers. They tell them what to say. It doesn't have to be true.
Mm-mm.
It's just how do we bend the narrative ahead of the curve? All right. So they get someone like Harry Sisson or, someone on the right, which they have those two. And they say, go say this. And they go on and say it.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a tactical reason for that because they're trying to bend the narrative certain ways.
Yeah.
All right. So there's no truth telling coming from these people. So when they come out and they say, I got the inside shit, blah, blah, blah. Just remember that picture of the binders out in front of the fucking White House.
Had the shit then too, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, so it's annoying, man. And all we can do is just take again what is common knowledge.
Yeah. So what's up?
And that's what's coming out, And so let's go to somebody who allegedly has the scoop and see what they say. This is Laura Loomer. I don't have a read on her. I don't know. She's like an insider, but she's not an insider. Who knows?
She says all kinds of shit, and it's
very rarely is it.
It's half and half.
Exactly. That's my point. But let's, this is somebody who says they have the scoop, so let's dive into it. She's saying
she's also said she's had the scoop on lots of things that she didn't.
Right.
Okay, but what is she saying?
Yeah. So she says, here's the scoop. FBI Director Cash and Dan Bongino are livid with AG Pam Bondi over her DOJ memo and the lack of transparency from her office regarding the Jeffrey Epstein files. Source tells me Dan Bongino is taking the day off today from his job as deputy director of the FBI, and there's now speculation on whether he or not he will return to his job at the FBI over his disgust with Bondi's lack of transparency and handling of the Epstein files. Pam Bondi has brought total embarrassment to President Trump, J.D. Vance, Dan Bongino, and Kash Patel. She has also lied to the American people. I'm told Cash and Bongino are furious with Blondie, she's calling her, and the blowback she has caused them with her lack of transparency. Kash Patel and Dan Bongino should call for Blondie's public resignation today to save themselves and to also push for full transparency into the Epstein files. This is an issue the American people care deeply about. Someone needs to be fired for this. Giving Blondie courtesy to resign is more than she deserves. Trump should fire her. I have a couple of issues with this piece, okay? Because again, we don't know what's true and what's not true. We take what we see and we conclude from it, right? I keep going back to that video of the interview with Cash and Bonino. All right. And I think anybody, you don't have to be a psychologist to look at that and say, okay, it does not appear that they were telling a complete truth.
They were fucking lying.
Right.
They were told for some reason or another, there could be lots of things. They could have been threatened. Their jobs could have been threatened. Their families could have been threatened. They could have been told, hey, say this for now because we're going to do it this way.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? But I know enough from watching enough in my life that both those were lying.
Mm-hmm.
And I could also tell that both of them were very uncomfortable with lying.
And that's an important piece.
Yes.
Right. And so,
which this behavior from Dan Bongino would back up that assumption.
Right. Right. And so it's like, is this a case of, Dan Bongino? Because again, we have to remember who this guy was before he became the deputy director of the FBI. Who was he? He was a media personality. He was a podcaster.
He wasn't that different from us.
He had a really big following.
Yeah.
He has a very loyal base of, listeners.
Yep.
That expect something of him.
Yep.
And so it would make sense. He's getting heat. He's been getting heat about this Epstein shit. We've shown.
Yeah. Look, dude, it's very simple. The guy's spent a significant amount of time building a reputation of being honest, being truthful, up until he became the deputy director of FBI.
Mm-hmm.
I would say my assessment of Bongino is he trusts and likes Trump a little too much, but I think he cares about what's going on in America the right way. I know enough about him in terms of, events that he showed up to support that he didn't have to know
mm-hmm. that
he does care because it wasn't something he publicized.
Right.
During COVID, he was standing with people that were opening their businesses.
Mm-hmm.
He listen, I think the dude's a patriot.
There's some receipts there.
For sure. But I also think that he likes Trump a little too much. But here's what my assessment on this situation here is he realizes that he's becoming all his following and all the work he's done and all the time he put into his reputation is getting diminished literally completely and entirely. And he's, instead of being, Dan Bongino, who's a little bit right, but we think he's a patriot. Now it's Dan Bongino's a liar.
Yeah.
And bro, I think Dan Bongino is aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying, this isn't worth this. And by the way, I didn't sign up for this.
Yeah.
I signed up just like all the American people. I want transparency. I want law and order. I want people arrested, which are all things he said.
Yeah.
Okay. So, this makes perfect sense. And honestly, it just reaffirms all the shit that I said yesterday, that there's something happening behind the scenes that we're not aware of.
Yeah. The only issue that I had in any of this is because they're arguing
They should have made Andrew Bailey AG.
They should have. Or Schmidt.
There's probably a reason he wasn't picked. And I'll tell you what it is. It's because Andrew is not for sale.
Mm-hmm.
And if they said, hey, Andrew, lie about this and this and this, he's going to say, I'm sorry, sir, I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm. That's real.
Yeah.
No, that's 100% real. The issue that I'm having.
And then Pam Bondi's from Florida.
Right.
And she dealt with all the Epstein shit. And she's from, you see what I'm saying?
It don't look good.
No, it doesn't.
No. But here's the issue that I have with this is that because they're trying to argue about transparency, right? The FBI had all of the stuff too. They're the ones that were saying that they didn't.
Cash could have just said. The Cash and Bongino could have came out and said, hey, this is that.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. And so I don't know. I don't know what to hear. Now, that being said, we also been
Here's what I will say. You Bongino and Cash, you have a duty to let people know what the is going on.
Yeah.
And dude, we don't give a what they're telling you. We don't care what Trump's telling you. We don't care what Bondi's telling you. you're in a position right now to fix what's going on in the country, okay? The only thing that's going to restore the possibility that this country is going to become great is going to be transparency about the fact of, is our government and our key officials, including media officials and important figures in Hollywood and all these different power structures, being blackmailed to deliver a message to the American people. That is a fundamental truth that we are going to have to know for sure. Is our country based on blackmail? You know, is our country based on child trafficking? Like, at the core of who the f you two are as men, you owe it to tell the truth. And if that means you go to jail, then that's what it means. But I can tell you this is your chance to be an American hero, and you're going to pass it up.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Now, I mean, and I've been like, you know, we both have, you know, people that are in some places that, you know, would be in these conversations. We have listeners on the show that reach out to us all the time that are also in, you know, would at least maybe know, right? And one of the things that I've been hearing from my sources is that this whole Epstein stuff is being delayed. There's like, you know, and we've laid these options out for you guys, but
I know why it's being delayed.
Well, one of the things that I've been hearing is that it's that Trump's actually delaying the release because he's using it as leverage against Israel to make peace in the Middle East.
I've heard that.
I've heard that.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard that. And I'm like, eh. And then what, though? You can't, because you can't just ignore this shit.
Look, dude. Okay, look. It's very simple. It's very simple, okay? For you guys that keep saying, fucking Zion Don. Yes, it could be.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows? It could be. But it could also be this. It could also be Trump understands what the Samson option is that Israel has. And so if the U.S., if the Epstein files come public and the whole entire world flips on Israel and the U.S. drops support of Israel, and then Israel gets attacked by the 3 billion Muslims that hate them, that they do the Samson option and nuke the world, okay? Like, that is one option of many. That is not even all, that's like one of like 7 different options. And everybody's like, oh, you're protecting it. Dude,
no,
maybe you're being,
to die.
Maybe they're trying to make sure that you don't get fucking nuked.
Exactly.
Okay? So there's all kinds of things to consider. But I will say this. If that's the case, then they should be preemptively dealt with.
Preemptively. Just
Yes.
deal with it then.
And we're going to have to make a decision. They're going to have to make a decision. My decision would be, all right, I'm going to take you out first.
Mm-hmm.
Before you even sniff that I'm onto you, you're going to be done.
Yep. And then it'll be a very simple public address.
Yeah.
For the
Hey,
we did this.
Yes.
And this is why we did this.
Yeah. And the rest of the world would be like, oh, well, yeah, okay.
Cool.
And then you would have the evidence to back up that they did it.
All of it.
Okay. So I know everybody wants this to play out their way, but like, bro, just because you believe that it's cut and dry, let it go, doesn't mean there's not consequences to that.
My other thing is like,
and I'll be real, dude, real talk, like real talk. If that's the case, and our government is blackmailed, and all this corporate propaganda, the movies, the music, all of this shit is psyoped, which everybody in those industries says it is. I really don't give a fuck if they blow everything up, because, bro, I would legit rather be out here hunting and gathering than knowing that everything's fake.
everything's a facade.
Yeah. Like,
Well, that's my other
but
issue.
I think people have to like think about that when they think like there's consequences to this, and are you prepared for those?
That's my biggest issue with people, man. All these people that, okay, what are you gonna do about it?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's say that, okay, that's the case. What now? What now? What are you going to
listen,
do?
bro, people don't understand. The bottom line is here. We don't know what's going on, but I will say this. I have respect for Bonino for at least standing up and saying, hey, this ain't fucking right.
Yeah.
And we'll see what he does.
We'll see what he does.
But at the end of the day, bro, Trump's got to handle this shit or it's going to ruin his whole reputation. It's going to ruin this country. If this isn't dealt with and it's just swept under the rug, which I don't think that's going to happen.
It can't happen.
I don't think it will. But if that were to happen, we will never escape this matrix. We will never be free again. We will never get our country back. Because basically what they're doing, what they would be doing if that were the case, would be saying, yeah, what the fuck are you going to do about it?
We got to maintain the status quo.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's the mask coming off if nothing's done about it.
Yeah.
And, you know, there's a lot of people, like we've talked about, that say Trump is engineering that. Okay. That's a possibility. It's also a possibility that, you know, wherever the fuck you live could be targeted by a nuclear threat from Israel if the whole world turns against them and tries to kill them. Okay. That's a possibility. There's a possibility that, you know, this is being leveraged to create peace. There's a possibility for that. If that's the case, I don't think that's right. I think that this shit needs to be coming out no matter what, in a way that's not going to get everybody killed.
Yeah, 100%.
But the way that happens, bro, like, is like what I said. If you know that that's what's going on, and you know that that's their retaliatory plan, then you have to preemptively prevent that plan from happening and then come out and present the evidence and be like, look, we did this shit, but here's why.
Yeah. It would be very simple.
And I think most people at this point in time would say, yeah, that sucks, but at least we know the truth.
100%. Now, here's another
There's another option.
There is another thing.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you right now. And like, dude, this is the rumor going around the classified circles, which everybody says, well, this is the truth, but no one wants to talk about it. Well, the connection apparently to, you know, everybody keeps saying, well, Trump's on the list. Trump's on the list. He's in the files. Yes. But not the way that most people think.
Right.
Okay.
And it would just be embarrassing for him.
And Trump said, he's out of his own mouth, he said, if the list were released, it would ruin a lot of innocent people's lives. Okay. Maybe so. But also, it's important to understand whose lives he may be talking about. And he very well could be talking about his own, considering what the rumor is around Trump, his involvement with Epstein, which is this. The rumor is, and I can't confirm this, so this is and I even feel bad saying it, but the rumor is that Trump was introduced to Melania from Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep.
Okay, that is the rumor among people who were around that they don't want getting out.
That would be embarrassing.
If that is what's holding him up, that's ridiculous.
It's weak.
Yes.
It's weak because here's the thing.
Because now you're going to crumble the trust of the entire population
over this.
Yeah. And listen, if this isn't addressed, it will lead to a revolution.
Yeah. Well, and like, so let's dive down this a little bit, right? Like, is there anything there? Yeah. And it's not even just a rumor. And here's the thing. It's like, it's kind of known. Like, I was able to look this stuff up pretty fairly quickly and easily, right? So you got Trump and Melania. They met in 1998 is when they met. Okay. There's Melania. Now, according to how they met, this is on Wikipedia again, trust or not. She worked as a model in Manhattan where a guy named Paolo Zampoli, okay, hired her and sponsored her immigration to the United States in 1996. She worked as a model in Manhattan where Zampoli introduced her to Donald Trump in 1998. She began dating Donald Trump shortly thereafter. Trump worked to get Melania more modeling jobs, and she also supported him during his 2000 presidential campaign. He ran for president in 2000?
Yeah.
I had no idea. Didn't know that. And
they married. It was like not taken very seriously.
Yeah. But yeah, Melania and Trump, they married in 2005. They had a son, Barron Trump, the following year. But the Paolo Zampoli guy, okay, because that's where we have to.
Who's his buddy?
He's a former modeling agent and now diplomat that has been mentioned and is in direct connection with Jeffrey Epstein, primarily through their association with Ghislaine Maxwell. That's where it's at. Okay. Now, I think it's also important to note that Zampoli, okay, this former modeling agent, now has a U.S. ambassadorship seat that he was given by Donald Trump. Okay. Now, if
that's no bueno, bro.
No,
that doesn't pass. Like, that's not an acceptable excuse to, if that's the reason.
If that's your skeleton.
Yeah. If that's it, bro,
let it out.
You're being selfish by not letting it out, because nobody trusts you right now and nobody trusts the government right now. And it's a big problem, bro. I went on Donald Trump Jr.'s Instagram post yesterday and literally, I swear, it might have changed now.
Yeah, you sent me that. I
bro,
saw it. Yeah.
There was not a single comment that wasn't about that.
Yeah.
That wasn't about the Epstein list.
Nor positive.
No, every single one was negative. So.
Nor positive, yeah.
Yeah, so like, dude, we have to like, I mean, you know.
Yeah, he's a special envoy of the President of the United States for Global Partnership, Ambassador Zampoli.
Listen, man, I think people need to realize something too. I think people need to realize this. They got all the shit on you. Okay, so like all the shit that you think that you got away with, or the things you might have texted, or the things you might have said within earshot of your cell phone, or the calls you might have made, or the emails you might have sent, or whatever. They got it on you, bro. They don't just target individuals. They own the data. Okay? They have it. So before you go saying, I can't believe Donald Trump would do this, or can't believe so-and-so would do that, or this or that or this, remember, if you ever get in a position where you're any kind of a threat, they got all your shit too.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have anything to hide. You sure about that?
Yeah, right.
You sure about that? I'm pretty sure every single person in the world has some shit they would prefer nobody else knows.
Mm-hmm. That's real, man. That's real. So, I mean, that's what we don't know. This is just this is the current facts as they stand. Draw your own conclusions.
Fuck, dude. It's whatever, man.
Let us know down in the comments.
Yeah, I mean, the shit needs to come out. Dude, if we're going to have a country of any sort, this needs to be handled by Trump properly. Mm-hmm. And it needs to be disclosed, and it needs to not get anybody killed. Whatever the that means needs to happen, and needs to happen soon, because people are getting pissed.
Oh, yeah, man. Now,
he ran on letting it go.
And that's a comment.
Yeah, this ran on letting it go. He ran on stopping the war in Ukraine. He sent him shit right after he announced that. I mean,
that war would be over day one.
Yeah.
Let us know, man.
And then he's trying to say, well, look at what all we're doing over here. Yeah, that's fine. These mass deportations that they claim are happening, where are those? Where's the video of those? I know we've seen a couple raids and we've seen some things, but what are the actual numbers? Because I'm pretty sure that the numbers haven't been reported since December.
Yeah. Let us know, man.
What are the actual numbers?
Let us know down in the comments what you guys think. That being said, let's go cruise some comments, Andy.
Cool.
Cruise some of these. This first comment from Tenek True.
Who?
Tenek True.
Okay.
The smoke alarm beep. Mm-hmm. To which
African ceiling bird.
Ha 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 ha. It was hilarious. Buy some batteries, DJ.
Andy heard it. DJ didn't.
No, DJ is just used to it. Just kidding. I misheard that. Yeah.
Yeah, well.
We got some jokesters in the podcast studio.
Yep.
It appears.
10 True. That's a good one.
Yeah. Cool. Thanks, bro. Next one, Digital Pocket Change, 736. DJ never ceases to amaze me. He can read better in French than he can English. But then he pronounces Alzheimer's all the timers. I feel like a Democrat cheering on Joe Biden when he reads 50% of the teleprompter correctly. You know, it's fine. That's fine. Paul's back.
Paul
Cornsucker
back. Paul?
All the cornsuckers back for you.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd I do?
Paul run 111. Andy is looking extra cute this episode.
Hey, that's my man right there. See? Paul recognizes a good thing when he sees it. That's all I'm saying.
All right, Paul.
Paul, you're looking good too, bro. I can't see you, but
Yeah, right.
it takes one to know one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Get it. This next comment is from not a shook
fuck.
one.
This
Not,
is a long one.
not a shook one.
Oh.
Not a.
How the show has fallen.
I love when they say, yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes. Here we go.
Yikes, the show has fallen. Man, I used to love Real AF back when we started listening in 2020 during the pandemic. I felt you guys were the voice of the unheard, the voice of the people. But lately, it feels like this show has fallen into the same political tribalism bullshit that 90% of other podcasts has fallen into. Shit doesn't do anything but create more division and add fuel to the climate of hate that already pollutes this country. What's he talking about? Oh, I guess he's going to tell us. Andy will have a whole crybaby meltdown pity party about how white people are victims of racism, but without mentioning
It's the
majority of white people that are being racist towards white people. That's a fair statement.
It's actually pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's a good statement. I don't know that I would say I would have a crybaby meltdown, but like
Pity party.
I mean, it is the white people calling the white people racist.
Yep.
And he'll laugh his ass off at one of DJ's corny jokes. Well, yeah, I have to. I'm required.
Thank you.
He's my friend. Friends laugh at friends jokes about black or brown people, but also never addresses the racism that happened. God, dude, what the this is long.
A lot of runoff sentences there.
Yeah, the racism that happens towards any other ethnic group that happens way more often. Like what? What's he talking about?
Stop Asian hate. Maybe a little of that.
Stop getting Slurpees?
Yes. I mean, it's the Slurpee
What
shit.
the fuck is it, bro?
Listen,
All right.
it's 7-Eleven. We got to
okay.
give credit.
But the final straw was DJ.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
What did I do?
With all the bullshit going on around the world, floods, war, and death, starvation, why take a random shot at Angel Reese? Oh, Angel Reese commented on the show. You guys sit up there every day and
Hold on. This was the final straw? Was me making Angel Reese comments?
I guess so, bro.
What the
That's what I'm saying. You guys sit up there every day and praise Caitlin Clark, but shit on Angel. I don't understand that. What the fuck you talking about? We talked about it twice on the show.
That's it.
2 times.
Yep.
How the fuck does that help us grow and unite? Well, because it's honest. Okay, what should we ignore that's a bias that's happening? That's not. See, dude, this goes back to the intellectual dishonesty.
Yep.
Okay, unity happens with truth. Unity happens with honesty and humor. And humor is one of the ways that truth and honesty are delivered so that people can soften the way that they receive it. Okay,
Make it more palatable.
So yeah, we unite people through humor. How is that a formative information for the listeners? It doesn't, and it ain't. So yeah, I think I've had my fill of this show. I'm tired of the Trump ass kissing that ain't saving us. Yeah, I've only said that a gazillion times. Tired of the division from these political podcasts. You guys are turning into The View.
Oh, wait. Okay. Who are you on The View? And who am I on The View?
We're not The View.
No, but if we were, who would you be?
I wouldn't.
Let's say it at the same time. I'm going to say who you are. You say who I am. 1, 2, 3. Whoopi Goldberg.
Oh, I'm Whoopi? There's no way.
I'll be Joey.
Hold on. And I just want to say to DJ, when your fat ass makes it on the cover of something, then you'll have room to talk. What, bro? He's on all these posters.
I made
these historical posters right out of the history books.
History.
Yeah.
History there.
I don't know where you've been. Keep agreeing with 100% of whatever Andy says like a good employee. Yeah, that's good policy, bro. That's called smart.
That's called longevity of employment.
I mean, bro, whatever, man. Don't listen to the show.
Yeah.
It's all good. I would say that out of that entire book that you wrote, the only good point in there is that, white people are the people who call other white people racist.
Yeah.
But the rest of it, I think, I don't know, maybe you're having a bad day there, bro.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah. Sorry for being fat. Bro, look at this.
Oh.
Yeah. Whatever, man. Don't listen.
I'm trying to see the profile picture. Is that a witch?
I don't know.
Is that a witch?
Who cares? Oh, how the show has fallen. You know what I think's funny, dude? I think it's funny how so many people forget that we were the only out here talking about being an advocate for all these people during COVID. Everybody else bitched out, pussied out. We've taken more heat than any other out here. We've been right about every single thing that we did. And now all of a sudden, because so many people have woken up a little bit, they think we're talking out of our ass now.
Yeah.
Well, here's the, maybe if you sat over here, bro, every single day, you would see things differently, because this is a continuation of a much bigger narrative.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And as far as uniting people, I don't know. I can't think of anybody who's, and I'm just going to say this, I can't think of any people out there who've woken more people up and gotten more people to take responsibility for themselves.
Or united more people.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Trump,
what I think.
maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, whatever, dude. Don't listen. Sorry to disappoint you.
I'm so sorry. Yeah,
Angel.
I think we should rebrand the whole show.
Oh, yeah, I think so too.
Fake as fuck. Let's just do it.
Whatever. Yeah, someone's having a bad play. Hey.
All right, man.
Yep. Is that it?
Or woman, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guys,
Okay.
we appreciate you
Yeah.
for being real ass fans.
I mean, look, nobody's forcing you to listen to the show.
I'm also not as fat.
No, you're down 35 pounds.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm working.
Yeah. Why don't you guys stop being assholes?
Yeah.
It's all because you said Angel Reese, man.
He couldn't handle the black on black crime.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. That's fine. Cool.
We sit up here and we praise Caitlin Clark.
We suck her nuts. That's what it is.
What the f*** are you talking about, dude? We talked about it 2 times. It's very clear. She's the best player in the league, undeniably. She does not get the same attention as other players that aren't as good.
She also gets brutally assaulted on the court.
That's the story.
Yeah, that's it.
Like,
that's it. Not cool.
yeah, I don't give a f*** about either one of them. So, yeah.
There you go. Yeah. Well, let's keep cruising.
Yeah. Sucking Angel Reese's nuts.
I'm okay. I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on that one. Let's keep cruise moving, man. Let's head to the good old state of California. What is this state called? Like
The Golden State.
The Golden State. Huh. Because of all the urine.
It's all the
on the sidewalk.
Yeah, we're gonna start calling it the Golden Shower.
Yeah, how about that? That was good. All right, let's go to California. Immigration operation at California Cannabis Farm leads to clash between federal agents and protesters. So this is an interesting one. It's hot right now. They're protesting.
Tear gas, smoke bombs, and state licensed cannabis sites.
It actually doesn't sound like a
Sounds
bad
like a party.
It doesn't sound like a bad time.
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds like another weekend at our farm.
No, don't come raid us.
Yeah.
You keep your asses out from the farm. It's fine. All right.
We got tanks.
Yeah, we do have tanks. Yeah, this is hot, man. This is a lot going on there. Let's dive into this a little bit. Protesters clashed with federal authorities Thursday during an immigration operation north of Los Angeles at a marijuana farm allegedly employing illegal immigrants. Multiple agents arrived at the Glass House Farms, a state-licensed cannabis facility, which is considered illegal under federal law in Camarillo. Federal authorities had a warrant for illegal employees, Fox News has learned. Another raid also occurred at another Glass House farm in Carpentiera.
If it was French, you could hit it.
Yep, that's not French.
Capital.
Cafeteria.
Yeah.
Carpentaria.
That's where it is.
Sound it out, DJ. You got it. In addition, U.S. Attorney for the Central District of California, Bill Esseley, said the FBI has offered a $50,000 award for information leading to the conviction of an unknown suspect who appeared to fire a pistol at federal law enforcement officers near Camarillo. Now, this is where it gets interesting, okay? At the cannabis facility, investigators found 9 unaccompanied migrant children. Department of Homeland Security spokeswoman Tricia McLaughlin told Fox News Digital on Friday, updating earlier reporting that 8 such children were there. She added, quote, "So glad our law enforcement could rescue another child." Customs and Border Protection Commissioner Rodney Scott said Thursday the facility was under investigation for child labor violations. So you got 9. Okay, now 9. Again, originally it was 8, but you have 9 now unaccompanied children, with the youngest of them being 14 years old, working at a cannabis grow farm. Okay, that's the situation.
Okay.
Okay,
So between the ages of 14 and 18?
correct.
Okay.
And so you have that going on. All right, now
And these are not U.S. citizens.
these are not U.S. citizens,
Okay.
and these are kids.
Yeah.
These are kids,
Mhm.
minors.
Mhm.
Okay. And you have people like the governor of the Golden Shower State putting out a tweet like this: kids running from tear gas, crying on the phone because their mother was just taken from the fields. Trump calls me new scum, but he's the real scum.
Oh,
burn, baby. Burn. But I have a question, and it's funny because so does Homeland Security, Gavin. Why are there children working at a marijuana facility, Gavin? Like,
He doesn't care.
how do you
doesn't care.
miss that whole thing there?
He didn't miss it. He knows the same thing that all these politicians know, is that people make their decision about who they're going to support, and then they look away from the things that they don't want to look at, and they only focus on the things that they are told because they want to believe so bad that their guy is the guy.
Yeah.
It's no different than team sports. Like, some people will root for the Cardinals no matter what, bro. No matter what, they could lose 1,000 games and someone's going to they're going to take pride.
Beat your ass, you talking about. Yeah.
I'm loyal to the Cardinals, all right? And then, there's do that for the Cubs. You know what I'm saying? Like, once people pick their group, it's hard for people to get, it's hard because you're attacking their ego, bro, and their decision making, okay? When you attack someone's team, or let's say, they're a Ford or a Chevy guy, all right? Like here in the Midwest, bro, you got Fords or Chevy guys. And, you see a Ford guy, right? And he gets out of the truck and he's like, dude, it's sales. It's sales 101. All right. There's an analogy that I use all the time, and it's how to align yourself with the customer. So let's say you have a Ford guy who's drove Fords for 17 generations, man, whatever, right? His whole life, his granddad, his grandpappy, they all drove Fords.
Ford.
Right, exactly.
Built tough.
And he's got a Ford that's giving him nothing but problems. Like, it's irritating him so much that all of a sudden he's like, dude, you know what? I'm going to look at Chevys, dude, just because. The guy pulls up on the Chevy lot, and the guy walks out from the Chevy dealership, and he says, what are you doing driving that piece of shit Ford? That guy's getting back in his truck, and he's going home, and he's never, ever considering a Chevy no matter what. But if you were to say, hey, man, nice Ford. I used to drive a Ford. There's things I really like about the Ford. What do you like? And then the guy says, well, I like this and this and this, but I'm having problems with this and this and this, and be like, bro, you know what? I had the same issues with that. Let me show you what we got. That's a different conversation.
Whole different.
Okay.
Yep.
So once you get
broke a generational curse there.
Correct. So once you get someone who has bought into Gavin Newsom or Donald Trump, all right, because it works on both sides, they want to believe. They want to believe that whatever that person is saying is true. All right. And this is a big problem with what's going on in politics today, because we have accepted tribal politics. By the way, this goes back to the comment the dude left. What are you talking about? We're the only show out here that calls balls and strikes on both people. All right. But back to the point. People associate their decision making and then make that decision part of their identity. And then when things go wrong, they don't want to see the things that go wrong. They have a story for it. They defend it. And it does become cult-like behavior. All right. So, but this is not just exclusive to one side or the other side. It's exclusive to how human beings operate. All right. Human beings attach their identity to the decisions that they make. And that decision, for their own ego's appeasement, has to feel right to them. So even if it's shown, if you show them the evidence, here's all the things that Gavin Newsom says and does that are fucked up, they're going to say, that's bullshit. That's not true. He didn't do that. And it goes the same way for Trump. Okay? So when you say, why does no one say anything? Well, because they look away. Because it causes them to have to question their identity and their own decision making. And unfortunately, most people have a big problem with admitting that they were wrong.
It's too uncomfortable for them.
Yes.
Yep. I mean, because even on the bare minimum, like you got these protests going on, man, and they're like people brought their kids to an ICE raid to protest. What? You can't even, don't ask, well, what do they think were going to happen? Here's my thing. They know exactly what the fuck
Maybe they want
happen.
their kids to get taken.
They want those No, I from the standpoint, like you had these protesters bringing these kids to the protest where these tear gases.
Oh, got it. Yeah.
Don't ask, well, why would they do that? They did not know what was going to happen. No,
they do it for this video.
They do it for these optics.
Right, exactly.
They do it for the fucking optics. You know what I'm saying? So even, you need to be asked, what kind of person, or why would you even want to try to like connect with the person, reason with the person who thinks it's okay to bring their young children to a situation it's going to be that dangerous for them? Why would they, you know what I'm saying? Like you can't reason with that person. So don't try. That's my take. And you know, of course he's not going to answer.
It's like you always
question.
say, bro, until it personally affects them, they will continue to tell a story.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's crazy. You know, now there's other protests going on, not just here in America, but people in this whole immigration thing, dude. It's been a constant issue, and it's not just here in America. It's happening in most Western countries right now. And I don't know if you saw the shit going on over in Northern Ireland, but UK police say stop the boat's bonfire display may be a hate crime. Did you see this? So
hate crime is allowing people that aren't from that country to come there unrestricted and take over the country.
That's a hate crime.
That's a hate crime.
That's a hate crime. Yeah, so authorities in Northern Ireland are investigating a bonfire that featured effigies of migrants in a boat and a banner reading "Stop the Boats" to determine whether it was a hate incident. Here's the video of it. Got some fireworks and shit going on. And so that's a tower in the middle there, right?
Stop the boats.
That's a boat of mannequins, not real people.
Oh, I see the boat. Yeah, okay. It's got a boat with people in it, and they're burning it.
Yeah, and they're burning it.
Yeah, I would say that's probably hate.
It's Ireland, bro.
I want to see pale skin, redhead to drink beer when I go to fucking Ireland.
I want fucking leprechauns.
That's what I'm saying.
All
That's
right?
what I want. I want leprechauns too. I want a bunch of shit talking Conor McGregor's running around.
That's it.
Getting fucked up, talking about how they're going to beat my ass when they're 5'2".
You know what I want to see when I go to Africa, Andy?
I want to see elephants.
Lions and tigers. All right? Period.
Big tusks.
I can't make jokes.
And big tusks. That's right. Thank you,
Don't
Simon.
make jokes.
Yeah, no jokes.
Don't make any jokes about brown people.
Yeah, that's right. That's
unless
right.
you're going to make one about white people too.
For sure.
So you got to give me one now. We come to America to see what? Mayonnaise?
I was going to say peace and safety. That's
not even true.
not true right now. It's not true.
What do you want to see when you come to America, Zishan?
We'll tell you off air.
A bunch of people with little dicks and no rhythm.
That's what it is.
Like what the dude?
Yeah, man. Guys, jump in on this conversation. Let us know down in the comments what you guys think.
Better not joke about Africa.
Yeah, don't. Yeah. What do you want to see when you go? Never mind. We ain't
Go
gonna-
where?
No.
Bro, when I go to Italy, I want to see Italians, bro.
Yeah.
I want to get some fucking spaghetti. I want to get some fucking pizza. I want to see the Amalfi Coast without, having to stop for prayer time in the middle of the fucking day in a Christian country. Like, that's the fuck I want.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with that.
If I wanted
that
to see,
I would go to fucking
I would
wherever
go-
they're from.
Exactly.
Correct.
Exactly.
Like, bro,
It's called travel.
listen, there's nothing wrong with that.
No.
There's nothing that is not racist, that is how the world is supposed to be set up.
Yep. The problem is nobody wants to go see that shit, so they're bringing it to you.
Well, no, dude, this is about conquering the world, bro.
Yeah.
That's
No,
the
yeah.
big picture that people don't understand.
Yeah, man. Guys, jump in on this convo, man. Let us know what you guys think down in the comments. With that being said, final headline. Headline number 3. Got to bring our girl in.
Who?
Jasmine Crockett.
Oh,
Good Lord. So dumb it hurts. Now this is I gotta give context because she's back in saying some dumb shit.
so dumb it hurts. Representative Jasmine Crockett slammed for calling GOP inherently violent.
Yeah, now this was May 9th, okay? And you would think, like, okay, you can't get worse than that, right? But she said on the podcast back, this was May 9th of this year, she said, quote, y'all got the white supremacists galore, the Proud Boys, the neo-Nazis, even the KKK. So, like, inherently in who you are, y'all are violent. Okay. I didn't think she can get more, but she can. She did. Jasmine Crockett claims Trump assassination attempts were done by MAGA Trump supporters. And more importantly, violence doesn't come from the Democrats. Let's check this clip out.
The violence doesn't come from Democrats, just to be clear. I mean, obviously anyone can be a criminal, but it is MAGA. It's specifically MAGA faction. Like, I don't think traditional Republicans are getting engaged in all of this, but like, even when we look at, and they don't talk about the assassination attempts anymore that took place with Donald Trump, but these were Trump supporters, right? As well as this most recent situation, they tried to flip it and say, oh, the leftists are, I'm like, this doesn't even make sense, right? But it's only like MAGA that does this.
Okay. All right.
That
Mm-hmm.
okay? What else?
You want some? Well, I mean, let's.
Should I comment now?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't really have nothing to say because that might be the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. In fact, I'm surprised she didn't say yikes before it started.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like that was, and dude, she's literally making shit up on the spot. You can see it right in her phone. I mean, if you're watching this video, you'd be like, yeah, that lady's making shit up.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's talk about some of the violence that has happened in our country.
It's
And,
laughable to say that at this point.
Yeah. Well, I mean, who did it? Who's been doing the violence?
Let's cover some of the things that we've covered over the last 5 years. Okay. Oregon federal judge orders release of trans suspect charged with firebombing, shooting up Tesla dealership.
Yep. This dude right here. Here you go.
Yeah, that's a MAGA guy for sure.
Oh, hard MAGA, bro.
Yeah.
Well, that might be soft MAGA, but
yeah, that's one of them.
that's
One of
MAGA.
them little dickers.
Yep. Or this guy that threatened to put a quote, I can't wait to put a bullet into this guy's brain, but first his children. He's a Democrat ideologue, Matthew White, out of Jamestown, New York.
Oh, well, hold on. Let's just keep going. All the major shootings that have happened in the last 5 years, the one in Nashville, let's go.
Shooter.
The Buffalo shooter who shot the supermarket shooter, the subway shooter, the Uvalde shooter, the shooter that was in Colorado, the one that shot up fucking the nightclub in Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we could go on and on and on and on and on. Everybody knows this is bullshit. What about the Black Lives Matter riots? Okay, where's the white neo-Nazi riots that happened? Oh, January 6th. How many people died there? 1. And she was shot by a government official. The rest did not die on the scene. That is a fucking fact.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they were either suicided because they knew shit, which is my opinion. Whatever, bro. It's a laughable statement, and everybody knows it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, more importantly, right? Because these are just headlines, Andy. Right? These are just headlines. What's the data? Right? I like data.
You know what?
So
data's racist.
Data can be racist, but let's go to the Manhattan.
Data is anti-trans.
That's what it is.
It's bigoted.
Mm-hmm. Non-binary.
The red verse by the Manhattan Institute on governance and public safety. The red versus blue crime debate and the limits of empirical social science.
Where they concluded, okay, I mean, they put it in there very plainly. For the past 2 years, several think tanks on opposite sides of the political divide have waged war over whether red or blue America has a worse crime problem. Commentators on the left have pointed out that red states have higher homicide rates than blue states, while those on the right have noted that the relationship is more nuanced and can easily flip at a more local level because red state crime problems are often concentrated in blue cities.
Correct.
And red counties have lower murder rates than blue counties.
Facts.
So,
look, man.
MAGA.
What's the who commits the most crime in the United States?
Black people.
Okay, that's fact.
Violent crime, black people.
53% of the violent crime, isn't that correct?
Yep.
With 12 to 13% of the total population, most of that's committed by males, so 6% of the population commits over 53% of the violent crime. How do most of those people vote?
Vote blue no matter who.
Okay. I'm just saying. All right? That's a fact. The exact numbers might not be 0.0 whatever, but that's a fact. Okay? It's a fact that here's what I want to see. Where are these KKK people?
Bro, they're shooting up Chicago.
Hold
right?
on.
That's what it is.
Where are these white supremacists committing all these crimes? What, like, am I only getting one side of the headline here?
Dude.
Because I can never see the pictures of, what they describe. Like, where is the good old boys in the pickup trucks driving down the streets screaming, yeehaw!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like,
this is going to sound up, okay? I kind of want to see one.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying? Just sort of like, all right.
DJ, that's my point. I don't even know what it looks like other than the shit they put in the movies.
Bro, I just want to see one. Just
bro, listen, dude.
All right.
Listen, I'm a white dude.
Yeah.
I've been alive for a long time.
Yeah, right.
Like, I never got invited to none of this shit,
bro.
All right. I speak up for white people, bro. I'm one of the few people that speak up for white people and say, hey, that's not right. Not because I want to be yeah, like it's not because I want to be superior, but because I can recognize things when they're not right. Just like I speak up for black people who get conned by the Democrats every 2 and 4 years, and then they point at people like me or the Republicans because they're people they're voting for stealing their money and intentionally impoverishing their cities and ruining their schools and making life hard for them. So I just call it how I see it, bro. And real talk, I've never seen one of these white things outside of the movies. Yeah. Like, in Mississippi Burning, where the fucking redneck dudes raped that girl.
Good movie.
It's a great movie. But like,
not because of that.
No,
yeah.
but no, it's a great movie. It's no shit, not because of that. The point is that I've never seen it. Yeah. What the fuck are you talking about? This is all a big lie, bro. This is a big lie. And dude, because most of these people, they live in New York City and they live in California City or LA, Los Angeles, San Francisco, Chicago. Okay. These people don't go out to the country. They don't drive across. Like, how many of these people, white or black, know anybody in rural America?
Yeah.
Know anybody?
Yeah.
When was the last time a group of black people from the city who believe this went to rural America and even had any sort of, you know what I'm saying? Yep. It's like, have you ever seen that movie, The Village, by M. Night Shyamalan? You haven't? Okay, well, the whole premise of the movie. It's very similar to this. These people basically got tired of technology in society, and they wanted to start their own little colony of like living almost like sort of like Amish people live, okay? Like the old ways. And so they set up this community, and then at night, you know, these monsters come out. And so what it does is they have like border security, and, you know, when the monsters come out, you know, they handle it, and it scares all the people to stay in the city or in their little colony. Well, eventually one of the people in the colony escapes, and they figure out that it was all bullshit. And what was actually happening was they were living in the middle of this nature preserve with no planes couldn't fly over it. And they discovered that the whole story was a lie. Well, that's what's going on with these in the cities. These Democrats tell these people in the cities, hey man, don't go out there. The fucking white supremacists will get you. Right. Except it's not true. And it doesn't happen. Maybe it happened in the 60s. Maybe it happens occasionally. Okay. Maybe there's some because there's assholes and criminals and murderers of every race, shape, and kind. Yep. Okay. But it just so happens that more of them vote Democrat than they vote Republican.
And more of them cut their dicks off, apparently.
Yeah, well, I don't know the stats on that, but, you know, I'm pretty sure that everybody that cuts their dick off votes Democrat.
Yeah.
Just about.
Find me one.
I mean, Bruce Jenner.
Okay, all right, but that's not fair.
But I don't know if he did the thing, the full chop.
I don't think he did either.
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Well, I don't care. I don't care how Bruce Jenner wants to live.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I care if you force everything down everybody else's throat.
Mm-hmm.
I care if you fuck with the kids. I care if you're committing crime against people who, you know, you perceive to be hateful because they're teaching their kids that men are men and women are women and boys and girls are girls. Like, that's not hateful. That's called facts.
It's actually called love.
Well, look, bro, there's lots of reasons for this, but this has already been done if you know history. And by the way, if you go back through history, it's always the same that commit all the violence.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know who's killed more people than literally every disease and every war and everything combined? Leftists, communists. They've killed more people than any other reason that people have died in the history of mankind. Do you know why? Because they're violent. And that's how they get their power. They shame, they lie, they gaslight, they convince everybody to feel guilty if you have anything going for you. And then the minute they take power, they kill all those people because they are physically inferior, they are intellectually inferior, and it's their only way of being relevant. And that is communism wrapped up in a nutshell.
Yeah, bro.
Okay? At the end of the day, here's the reality. Those people who believe the communist and the leftist shit have been lied to, they have been manipulated, they have been gaslit their entire lives about the rules of reality. They have been told things like, if you show up, you deserve to be celebrated, just like the guy who put in all the work and wins. If someone goes out and spends their whole life trying to build a business, you deserve some of that because you breathe the air. They tell you that everybody's equal. Everybody's not equal. That's a lie. Okay. And then when these people get out and they get to be in their 20s and they figure out, holy dude, I'm totally unequipped with the world. They see the entire world as unjust, which only backs up what they've already been told. You see?
Yep.
So these people they are okay. And we all should stop bending to their reality and compromising our own integrity, our own belief, and our own reality, which is reality. There is a natural order to things. Winners win, losers lose. People that work hard do better than people that don't. Not everybody's gonna start at the same place, but if you work hard, you can cover a lot of ground. And not everybody's gonna end up at the same place. This is reality. Every time someone's tried to create equal outcome, millions of people have died. That's it. Okay, so there's all kinds of things that they've been taught that just aren't true. And now they're trying to drive the nail down even harder the last 10 years with ruining the fundamental reality of men are men and women are women. So this has already happened in history, dude. Like, it happened in Weimar. It happened in the Weimar Republic in pre-Nazi Germany. And you want to know why the Nazis happened? It happened because of all this crazy shit that's happening now, which we're starting to see the same thing kind of happen.
Yep. I mean, they're just calling out. Yep.
And dude, you know, like,
it ain't good.
No, it's not good for anyone.
No.
Like, bro, it's not good. It's not good for anyone.
No.
You know, but at the end of the day, bro, people who think like her and the people she represents, the second that they get any leverage on you, for real, and this is why it's important for everybody to speak up all the time. Because what they do is they shame you, they guilt you, they cancel you, they call you names, they try to with you, they try to make you feel bad for being who you are, and then the minute that you concede power to them, they kill those people. And that has been repeated in history over and over and over again, and people hear that and they're like, oh, you're being a panikin. No, I'm being a historian.
It's real, man. It's real shit, man. Guys, jumping on the conversation.
Don't agree with me, man.
Yeah.
Don't agree with me.
I don't believe in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, let us know what you guys think down in the comments. That being said, let's get to our final segment of the show for you guys. As always, we have thumbs up or dumbs. Bring a headline in, talks about it. Gets one of those two options. Now, you don't fly a commercial anymore.
Nope.
Okay. You haven't in a long while.
Nope.
Might be a reason for you to fly maybe one more time. Commercial.
Nope.
Okay. Well, thumbs up. This actually made a lot of people happy, surprisingly. Thumbs up or dumbest headline reads, TSA to end shoe removal policy at airport security checkpoints.
You know, it never used to have that.
No, yeah.
A lot of people don't know that was never the case before. It was only made the case after 9/11,
yeah.
They had this guy, I can't remember his name, Richard something, the shoe bomber.
Shoe bomber.
Right.
Yeah, it was 2006.
When he didn't do the shoe bomb in 2006.
That's when the policy went in.
Maybe.
Yeah.
They were doing the policy before that. That might have when it became national law. But like right after 9/11, everything changed, bro. There was like 4 or 5 days of no flights, which was super weird because there was no flights.
The shoe bomber incident happened on December of 2001.
Yeah.
A British man named Richard Reed tried to detonate explosive hidden in his shoes while on board American Airlines from Paris to Miami.
Yep.
Jeez.
And he was an Al-Qaeda guy. He came right after 9/11.
Jeez.
It was like right after. And then all of a sudden everything changed in the airports. Like that shoe thing, that might have become a federal law or something, but they were doing it before
then.
Yeah.
Huh.
It was like one of those things, bro. It's like every time, this is just temporary.
Yeah. Now just spread your butt cheeks, and we got to check you there. Yeah. Well, they're removing the policy. It's now okay to keep your shoes on at the airport.
Thank God.
The Transportation Safety Administration will allow passengers at airport across the country to keep their footwear on as they go through security checkpoints. Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem told reporters Tuesday the new policy is nationwide, takes effect immediately, said Noem, whose department oversees the TSA. While the rule may not apply to passengers who need additional layers of screening, Noem said it will be the norm for most people going forward. With this no-shoe policy, quote, with this no-shoe policy, we anticipate that Americans and travelers and those coming into our country will be very excited. They will no longer have to remove their shoes, she said. So, yeah, I mean, this has made a lot of people happy, man. Yeah, the shoe removal has been a part of airport experience since 2006 when they instituted the requirement, citing intelligence indicating a continuing threat of explosives.
I mean, look. These guys, don't they got like the full body scanners and shit now?
They do all of that, bro.
Like you stick your hands up on the,
put your right hand
your
in,
butt.
you take your right hand out, put your right hand in.
Is that move it all about?
All of that.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, dude, I know this. It's like, it's gross.
It is, man.
Because there's
Like,
nothing grosser than other people's feet.
bro.
And then you got to like walk where their bare feet were. Like, that's fucking gross. And then you got people who think that the airport is their living room.
Bro, it's never
You know,
clean.
and they're wearing their pajamas, and you see this large Marge in front of you scratching the fucking dingleberries out of her butt crack. And you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a disgusting place. Bro.
Yeah, it is.
It's like, and it's reflective of American culture at this point in time. Like, when other countries, you know, when they see a prototypical American, if you want to see what it looks like, go to a fucking airport.
Go to the airport.
It looks like fucking Walmart, bro. And like, I just wish people would start caring a little more about their appearance and the way they present themselves, so that we would have a little bit more class in the country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, there's places for your shoes to come off and for your pajamas. It's called your house. So yeah, this is nice, but I mean, I'm fucking
Would make you fly commercial?
no, dude, no.
Did you have an airline before you went private?
Yeah.
Like, who was your go-to?
Well, I mean, dude, you know, obviously, I was always flying Southwest because, like,
I like Southwest.
look, I haven't flown on there a long time, but I felt like there was no real upgrade of paying more to other places. I know Delta was nice the few times I flew on Delta, but they don't have a big presence here.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I flew Southwest, bro.
like
And I still fly Southwest. I'm talking shit, but like, I don't, you know, I look at things differently, dude. People are going to hear me and they think it's snobby, but I think a little bit different. Like, the way I think is, like, once you adopt a standard in your life, that has to be your standard. Right. And so, like, that's part of my standard. Like, I'm not too good to fly commercial, but my standard is, you know, this is what I do.
That is a reason.
Yeah. And that keeps me working hard because I want to keep that standard and I like that standard. And if you've ever flown private, it is completely different than flying commercial. It's like a time machine, dude. Like, I leave my house, I go to the airport, I walk right on the plane, and in an hour and a half, I'm landing in New York City, and in 2 hours, 15 minutes, I'm in Manhattan. You can't do that commercially. It saves you a day. So what's a day of your life worth when you have the means to travel like that?
No, dude, people will understand that because there's some people that are like, oh, I'm only flying first class, or I'm only flying business. Like,
well, dude,
you fly it once, like I'll
listen,
never go back to economy.
Here's the reality.
Levels.
I'm a do whatever the takes person. If I have to go back and eat dog shit and live in the back of my store to win, that's what the I'll do. But right now, I don't have to do that, so I don't. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
And
it's not that it's beneath you. Yeah,
but I do have something to say about this TSA thing. You know, it would be nice if you people in Washington would stop the formation of this digital surveillance state that y'all are creating and thinking that we're not noticing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit, the bigger story here is, you know, when are you going to repeal the Patriot Act and stop using the surveillance equipment and technology to listen to every single conversation that we have and every single email and everything that we do? That is not okay. And I don't think any American thinks that's okay. And I think we have a duty to ask, why is that happening? And who's behind that happening? Right? So, you know, this to me, how I see this is it's just another crumb. Hey, peasants, guess what?
You
get to wear your shoes
the whole time.
Yeah, but we're still going to surveil you.
Yeah, right.
And we're still going to use our technology to spy on you.
And you're going to pay for it.
Yeah, and by the way, we're still going to steal more of your money than you actually get to take home. And then we're going to send the rest over to these fake ass wars so that our stocks go up. But enjoy your shoes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's what I see.
Yeah.
So, you know, and dude, unfortunately, most people will see the shoes and say, yeah, bro, shoes.
We're winning.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro.
And like, dude, I just think that people need to wake the up. And instead of being so concerned about, you know, whether someone agrees with you or not, we start to realize something that I've been saying and you've been saying for years, which is this: everything, all of the division, all of the frustration, all of the ridiculous regulations, all of the taxes, All of the racism, all of the propaganda is designed for one reason, and that is this. It's to keep you in a state of uncertainty. It's to keep you in a state of aggravation. It's to keep you in a state of disruption so that we will never understand who's actually creating the problems. We will look at each other and we will say, well, that guy's white and that guy's black and that guy's Indian and those guys are the problem. No, they're not the problem. And the minute that we all come together and we say, you know, it isn't that guy, it's not this other guy, it's them, we will get somewhere. But until that point, nothing will change. And the truth of the matter is, it's never been left versus right. It's never been gay versus straight. It's never been any of this shit. It's never been black versus white. It's them up there and us down here. It is class warfare. Okay. And until people understand that, listen, Andy, well, you're a wealthy guy. Yeah, but for most of my life, I wasn't. Okay. So when you sit there and say, oh, look at Andy's hand signals, he's doing this Illuminati. Hey, dumbass. I grew up the same way y'all grew up. I come from fucking where you come from. I care about people. Most of the people, my friends, are regular blue collar people. My family, regular blue collar people. Okay. I give a about the freedoms that all of our friends and family, including my grandfather, fucking died for, allegedly. Where the are those? And until we start to understand that it's not us versus each other, it's them doing this to us, nothing will change. And dude, the minute that everybody says, like I said on yesterday's show, the minute black and white people and everybody says, well, you know what? F those motherfuckers at the top, everything will change. It will change instantly. But until then, we will continue to be ruled over. We will continue to be divided. Our lives will continue to be financially oppressed by the tax code. Our money will continually be stolen. All right? And that shit will go on and on and on until we stop it. It's not going to stop on its own. Tyranny does not stop itself. So when you think about attacking someone because they don't necessarily agree with the same thing that you think, remember, you're playing into their plan. You're the problem.
It's real.
Anyway,
it's real, man.
That's my speech.
I love it, man.
And if you don't want to listen to the show, off.
But if you do want to listen to the show,
don't be a hoe.
And share that shit.